I'll pull you when I want you to go because I like having a buffer at the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fire Talk Radio flight number 13. Uh, Today's ride is going to be a little bit bumpy because there's a hurricane to the south. I have no idea what's going on in Michigan or Pennsylvania, but might be a little bumpy. You'll notice that in today's flight, our cabin is basically office chairs, so strap in. Try not to roll around them. Also, make sure you get your stroopwafels. Thank you. We have reached our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. We will be landing in roughly 1 hour.
I can only count to four. I can only count to four. I can only count to four. I can only count to.
Hey Ryan, guess what?
I don't know.
Andy's back.
I fucking hear that.
So,
God.
so
It's
interestingly,
so fucking enjoyable to see this guy back.
so interestingly, I brought up the stroopwafels because when we flew out to California, that was no longer an option. We got like shitty like ginger cookies. I'm not sure what that was
you're in
about.
fucking California.
Well,
Bunch of fucking hippies out there.
I don't
Well,
think
I
that's
don't think that had to do with
and
anything.
and
I just
they're
have it. I just have ill will towards California. I really wish it would just have an earthquake and break off and become its island.
oh, okay. We'll,
Like
we'll
Escape from LA.
Yeah, in a sense.
okay. We'll visit that later. That's a whole lot to unpack. American
I was for
Airlines.
California for you.
American Airlines no longer sells alcohol on their flights.
What?
No shit.
Yep, just straight
How the
up.
hell are you on a 6-hour flight with no alcohol?
Exactly. I'm like, listen, listen,
Well,
man.
doesn't first class have alcohol?
Nope,
Ooh.
nope. And they make an announcement in flight that you are not allowed to drink your own alcohol either.
That's
Just
just
straight
Oh.
up not.
fuck. That's just no.
So, note to
Andy, I'm
self:
sorry for your loss.
not flying American Airlines when I go back to
Well,
visit
not
Oregon.
flying
No,
Delta, not flying American Airlines. So
Delta does
far,
it
I think
too.
I'm only stuck with
Delta does
Southwest.
it too.
Delta does it too. Yeah.
Shit, I need to Google and find out if Southwest or something.
Oh, you're not getting no.
I think they
Southwest
took
isn't doing
alcohol
shit.
completely off. They want you sober on planes.
Yeah, who wants
Who the
sober
fuck
people
wants
on
you sober?
planes?
I'm glad this is the one thing we can all agree on. Listen, it's 7 a.m. I want a beer on this flight. No.
Right? No.
Oh man.
Taking
No,
the red eye.
Southwest is dry also.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. That's just going to happen, man.
I guess I'm fucking just driving the rest of the time. If I'm going to be sober, I might as well just drive it.
Yeah, I mean it's like a 3-day drive, but you know.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not driving to
I've
California.
done it. I've done it.
Well,
3.5
I did it
days.
to Oregon. It's not something I care to do often.
It's
Oh,
not
I'll never do
something-
it again.
It's not something it's
I
not
think
something
it's
I would
just-
care to do ever.
I was young and stupid.
I mean, I was
That's-
moving, so I kind of had to take stuff with me.
But also we were all young and stupid. That's kind of a thing.
Yeah,
That happens.
but fuck. I mean, I'm sorry, Andy's mom. But fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
So,
Oh, yeah.
welcome to Fire Talk Radio, episode number 13. What are we going to cover today?
Well,
Hey,
before
we
we
got the
cover
website up.
anything, we need to tell people how to get a hold of us. Brian, do you have the information? And for everyone that doesn't know yet, we are on Facebook. We're getting our firetalkradio.com website up and running. Ryan's doing a great job designing that.
I've been fucking. I fucking had a brain epiphany the other day, and I just couldn't stop.
Oh,
It's
you had
fucking-
like my ADHD moments.
Oh, right. I just fucking went nuts.
And for my
The
mother,
website's up. We're
for my
on
mother, you've got to stop
Spotify.
saying the F word.
My apologies. I will lessen it. Sure.
I don't know if I can, especially with what we're talking about today, but yeah, so get a hold of us, leave us an email at firetalknetwork@gmail.com.
Voicemail is 814-380-9820.
We're on Facebook. Just search Fire Talk Radio and look for our logo. And
same
of
thing with
course,
Twitter.
and we're on Twitter too.
Yeah, I fucking made one. And I made a YouTube. I just haven't gotten everything started yet. I just have them there.
Speaking of
'cause-
which, are we streaming live on YouTube right now?
No, I didn't. I don't think I clicked it.
Okay. Okay.
I have to click it on my end too to
Ryan,
go live.
Ryan,
I
am
could if you want me
disappointed.
to, but I don't think I want to do that yet.
okay.
I am disappointed.
You should have seen
Jason,
me and
or
Ryan
Andy,
trying to
you're
figure
just-
out how to get
we're all
Facebook to
disappointment.
work, and finally we just gave up.
Oh God, it was just a clusterfuck in the middle. We did we were doing the show. We took a break, and then we were just fucking around trying to get that.
We need to start a tally.
Yeah, I know. Like, I
We need a-
need like a bleep button.
We need a bucket. We did a quarter bucket, a swear bucket. There we go.
I'm just gonna start making like a tally of every time Ryan throws an F-bomb nonchalantly and doesn't realize it. Like, at least when I do it, it has meaning and breath to it.
So-
And
There's
Lewis
times where
Black
it's
said it
appropriate.
best. The reason why I say the F word is to insert a thought together. That's usually that's how my brain ended up starting to become. Damn comedians and their logic.
Well,
so the term for that is called a fleeting utterance.
I don't know what the meaning is. I just know it helps me string words together.
yeah, you should look up fleeting utterance.
So
One day.
He's like, yeah, I don't even know how to spell that.
So, but today, this is kind of a little bit of a continuation. We are officially out of Afghanistan. For
We
I guess,
still have
good or
people
bad.
there.
What's
That's depressing, is that there's still people there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now here's the big question when it comes to the people there. Do you guys remember like 2 or 3 weeks ago when they were talking about there's anywhere between 10 and 15,000 Americans still in Afghanistan? And then they said on Sunday that we've got about 4,500 to 5,000 out, and there's still about 1,000 left. What happened to that other 10? Or 5 to
fucking
10.
knows? Who knows if they're dead or if they didn't try to just walk it? Because who knows?
I think the count is coming from the number of people specifically in Kabul. There are a lot of people in the outlying areas that didn't get to make it to Kabul.
Yeah.
So I think that's where your number discrepancy is coming from. I think the number is still probably accurate. There's probably still 8 to 10,000.
Oh, I wouldn't surprise that
Americans
whatsoever.
left behind.
Well, Americans or English interpreters.
Afghani,
people- people that
Allies.
help
Well,
the
that was
Americans.
that was just the Americans. That wasn't even the Afghan interpreters or the green card holders. They're
Okay.
estimating now another around 10 to 15,000 on top of that of green card holders.
So
That wouldn't surprise me. Honestly,
So
it wouldn't.
I mean, that's just so many. And now, now I just read while we were in pre-show, I think it was NBC. I don't know if I posted it because I didn't have time, but I think it was an NBC story, or no, it was Daily Mail.
the one where the
story.
Afghan anchor was reading.
No, it was a different one.
Oh.
The UK Daily Mail said that there's still hundreds of Americans left.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a big wide difference. Is it hundreds? Is it thousands? We know there's people
Gensaki
left.
says we didn't strand anybody there.
So I'll give my opinion on this. And I know you guys are probably going to have a very similar opinion to mine. Is this something that should have happened? Yes, it is something that should have happened. We should have withdrawn from this quite some time ago. And Trump signed this treaty to withdraw. And Biden followed through on that. Was it done in a manner that was efficient or safe? I don't think so. I the manner in which this was done was very, very sudden.
Yeah.
And it left a huge vacuum.
I got.
I don't think. I think the withdrawal should happen. The manner in which it was done is abhorrent to me. Like I don't. This should
think
not have
that's-
been as sudden as it should have been.
I think that's the one thing, right, left, and center. The latest polls show that basically everyone agrees on, right, left, and center. 80% believe that the way that this was handled, the way the withdrawal was handled, was wrong.
Yes.
Was it was reckless. It was
rushed.
Yes.
rushed.
It was
absolutely
completely
rushed.
rushed.
Now
And
I might be in fact, I'm probably in the minority of people here that would disagree and say, I don't think we should pull out. I don't think we should have completely left Afghanistan. I think we should have kept our base there. I think we should have kept, 2,500 soldiers there, troops there. Because one of the big things that we did, especially over the last 10 years, was we taught the Afghan military to fight using us as support, using our air support and our tactical support.
speaking of air support, did you see
And-
today that the Taliban did a video on Twitter of them learning how to fly our
Yeah.
Black Hawk helicopters?
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, it doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. So I mean, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with what you're, and not that I'm saying that we should stay or we should go. I could see in both perspectives that we should have left, and then we should have left a small force there. Because if you look at Germany, Italy, Japan,
South Korea, Taiwan.
Vietnam, we still have presence there in some way,
Do we
shape,
have
or form.
presence in-
Military.
Vietnam still? I don't think we do.
We have. I don't.
Yes, we
I
do.
think it's just through
We do?
embassy.
There's
Yeah,
there's one base in Vietnam.
there's one. I think it's
Okay.
right outside of Saigon.
Hmm.
Um, but it's not something that says, "Ooh, we're going to take over your country." It's, "Ooh, we're here if you need help." We're the guys that will say we can call it in, and then the rest of the force can show up
Hmm.
if needed. Um,
And that's
That's where
basically what our
Afghanistan.
job has been for the last 5 to 7 years.
Well,
I know after World War II, between World War II and Korea, the United States is, and I've known from when I've studied history that we've been known as the police of the world because of our vast size of a military. Do we like arrest people? No, we're there to help deal with conflict. That was always been what we've been. That the diplomacy of the United States has always been, hey, we're the middle guy. Let's find an equal ground here and move the hell on.
Well,
right, and
Oh.
I'm gonna agree with Ryan on this. There comes
But
a
I believe a
point.
small force should have stayed. Nothing like traumatic.
Yes,
Um,
there should have been, like, again. I'm gonna agree with Ryan on this. We, as the United States, probably should not be the world police. That shouldn't be a thing. Um, but when you establish a presence in a foreign country and then suddenly just leave, you leave a vacuum, and that causes a problem.
and that's exactly
So
what happened.
you know,
I think a force should have been left there, because when you view what happened, you view that you see that the United States military force attempted to train the Afghan military, and the understanding was that when we pulled out, they were going to take over, and they very blatantly chose not to. So, what do you do? And I think in that situation, it is, we're going to decide to maintain a base here in the event that you need help.
Yeah.
And we chose not to do that because the agreement was 100% withdrawal.
And that's, like I said, that's basically what we've been doing since Obama in 2014 said we're pulling our troops, most of our troops from Afghanistan. I mean, we were averaging about 15 military deaths a year, which is
Yeah.
horrific. But 2016 it was 11, 2019 it was 16, I think it was. But
And
the
Obama continuously delayed that.
yeah,
He did.
well,
And then
He kept growing, kept growing it by sending more people.
yeah,
He
no,
was
yeah.
he
So
didn't. He wasn't
no,
sending more. He was
he sent
pulling
more
her down.
people over there.
Yeah, he did. He sent 33,000 more soldiers than that was needed.
And he continuously delayed that withdrawal, and Trump came in and said, no, we're done with this.
He understood
And
that there was something that
and
had to
and
be
and,
done.
and Biden upheld that agreement.
I just think
And
Biden executed
Oh,
it very wrong.
I mean, it was. I
yes,
don't agree with Trump with signing any withdrawal. I think what we were doing when we had 5,000 there was working. It was
well,
working.
yeah.
We were
y-
the
y-
Afghans were the ones that were fighting the Taliban. They were the ones. I mean, in that time that I mentioned, they lost 50,000 soldiers.
Oh
well,
yeah.
and
We were
I,
providing air support and helping with logistics and moving people
well,
around.
see, and that's the thing. And I mentioned this in the Discord. It- they were trained to work with air support. So when we remove that, that training goes out the window because
Right.
that's what they're trained for.
Right. And
So
they utilized it. I mean, there was a lot. I believe it was 2019 when the Taliban, I can't remember the name of the city, but basically took over a city. It was our air support that knocked them back to the point
mhm,
that the Afghan army could retake it and push them back even further.
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Uh,
So I think that this type of withdrawal, I mean, granted, Biden delayed it for I think 4 months, but this type of sudden
Yeah, because it was supposed
withdrawal,
to happen in May.
yeah,
Originally, it was supposed to start in May.
this type of sudden withdrawal
uh,
is how we got to here
Thing
because
is, he did
it
it. I
was
think.
not it was not planned. It was just nah, we're gone.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
and the thing is, my thing is, he was told by France, England,
Germany,
Germany, Italy, hey, you can't do it this way. This is what we're getting
Basically
intel
NATO.
wise.
yeah,
And he was like, I don't care, and just did it anyways.
yeah. This
And
is one thing that I will wholeheartedly agree with both of you on. One,
and so
we needed to withdraw.
We're gonna fucking make a notation in our.
Please stop saying that. You should apologize to my mother.
I'm so sorry.
One, we needed to withdraw. Two, it was executed in probably exactly the wrong way.
yeah,
Should have been
which
personnel,
then
equipment,
which
then soldiers.
Well, they
yep.
actually destroyed a bunch of equipment today. They like they destroyed jeeps, they destroyed tanks, they destroyed munitions, like they destroyed everything before they left today. So they didn't
Oh,
actually leave anything. But
problem
you
is
shouldn't
they
have to
also
be in,
have.
you should not have to be in that position.
No, the thing is, they got a hold of the biometrics. The Taliban got a hold of our biometrics and was able
Yep.
to crack it.
Yep.
So now they have names.
Well, and it's not just that. They, you know, the stuff that they do have, they left over 100,000 firearms. They left night vision goggle thousands. This is I'm looking it up for the New York Times while I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
New York Times did an article where they actually listed out everything that was left, and it was huge.
It
Like
was like $800 million worth of equipment and
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah,
And
it's a little
it's
ridiculous.
nuts.
you know, they got
And the state of the art base.
Humvees, they got you know,
Well, they
pickup
destroyed a bunch of those. The
they got
Humvees and
pickup trucks,
Jeeps.
they got but and then they also got night vision, which made sound like it's nothing, but
They
that
had
was one
never
of our
had night
biggest
vision.
assets was the fact that our soldiers could see in the dark and they couldn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, that was like a superpower.
Right?
So
it's going to be interesting, to say the
And then
least.
there was the drone strike today
They
where
killed 10
they killed the
civilians.
family. They killed
Yeah.
a family and children because they were given intel that there was two of the people that were committing for suicide bombers that were in that building,
Mhm.
but somehow we were given wrong intel, and then they went when they dug it all out, they found a full family, kids, wives, and it's
And-
like,
and-
and everybody around that was putting it all out was screaming "Death to America."
Well,
You're creating stuff that you don't want to do because you don't have the bodies there to find out if that's actual asset.
so I was listening to the radio on my way home from work, and the new reports, and I don't know if it's accurate because it's only been reported once. I've only heard it once, so take it with a grain of salt. But they found bomb ordnance, or I don't know that that's the right way to put that, they found bomb material in the car that the drone strike hit. So
See, it wasn't just the car that was taken out, though. That
yes, the collateral damage is terrible. And sorry, Mom, I'm gonna say this: the collateral damage is fucking terrible.
It is.
But it what do you do? What decision do you make? Do you even make that decision? Should you make that decision? You know, a lot of me feels like the vast majority of the time we need to leave this shit alone. We need to leave it alone. You know, sometimes, and this is why I think that we should have withdrawn from Afghanistan, because the vast majority of the people didn't want us there. The vast majority of the people are tribal communities throughout the country that don't want us there. They don't want democracy. And it's not our job to make sure everybody has democracy. That's not our job.
Well, but at the same
Our
time,
job is our job is to create peace. And that's awesome. That's awesome.
at the same time, the average age, we've been there for 20 years. The average age in Afghanistan, the median age, is the early 30s. People in their early 30s.
Right, because they don't survive much longer.
Right. So that means most, at least half, if not most, don't remember the time before us being there. They don't remember the time
Right.
that the Taliban was, executing people in the streets. They don't remember the time that
when the women were being put in sex slaves or
that
sex
women were basically sold off or taken as sex slaves or child brides. They don't know any of that.
But they also they said today that all women that were there that were working were told to stay home, and because the soldiers that are walking from the Taliban don't recognize them as people, and their husband is not
Yes.
there, they will be stoned on sight.
Yes.
Right.
Not shot, stoned.
Yes.
So the fact that we were there for 20 years gives us more of an obligation to stay for them. I mentioned this on the last episode. My view is, and I'm basing this a lot off of actually South Korea, is that it takes at least 2 generations for things to turn around.
Right.
And-
So this is a thing I wanted, and I'm glad you brought that up. It takes more than 2 generations.
Oh yeah.
What you have to think about. So look at the building of the United States. When did that actually start? So you got to think about that. That actually started in the 1400s.
Okay.
Okay, so when Protestants split off from the Catholics, that's when that
Yeah.
started. So to build a nation, you're looking not. I mean, Germany. Think about Germany. Think about Italy. Think about England. You're talking thousands of years. Well,
Well,
not
history has
thousands.
portrayed
Oh,
that most great
1,000.
nations last about 296 years before they implode on each other. Because every great empire didn't make it much further after
And
296.
I'm not talking about an empire. I'm talking
No, no.
about building a nation. What
No,
I'm saying
in a
is,
sense, it's what an empire is building the nation from the ground up.
what
it
what
just-
I'm s-
The
what I'm s-
government is different.
what I'm saying is, you can't build a nation in 20 years. It takes hundreds of years. You
Yeah.
can't force it on a people that by and large don't want it. You can't. So this is what happens when
Well,
it comes to Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq. We can't say we're going to occupy this country for 20 years and force our beliefs on them when they don't want our beliefs. It's not going to work ever.
but when you're looking at, like, again, I'm using South Korea as the example. We went there initially before the Korean War, right after World War II,
Mm-hmm.
and they were not much different than North Korea. And in fact, their government
Correct.
wasn't that much different all
Yes.
the way up until the late 80s.
Yep.
So it took from, we'll say 19, we'll say
52.
after Korean War. So we'll say 53.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll use that. So from 53 to the late 80s, we're talking 30 some years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that it took that long just for them to change their mindset from communist tribalism to
Mm-hmm.
looking at things being free and looking at the free market and accepting, all of that. Now, there's a lot of people, though, in Afghanistan that do want to be free. I mean, I sent you guys this article from,
No, there's hundreds of thousands that,
I mean,
that want to do that, but
they have around 30 million, I think it is.
their population, I think
Yeah,
it's 32 million.
32 million. So, yeah. So, we're talking millions of people
Mm-hmm.
that don't want to live under Taliban rule, that want to be free.
Yeah, but is it our job to be nation builders? Is that really our job?
I think the fact that we were there so long, the longer we're there, the more obligation we have to stay there and help them.
Well,
If we would have pulled out, we went in I think it was 2003, and actually set up base and all of that. If we would have pulled out in 2005, that would have been different.
yeah, yeah. But and
Yeah.
you got to think: are we as a nation and I want to give this a caveat. I've never served in the military, and I don't know what it takes. So I want everybody listening to understand that. I don't. I've never been a police officer like Jason has. Should we be the one that is present and end up being the crutch? Should we actually be that? In my view, I don't think we should. I think we can offer a lot of help, but I don't think we should be that crutch that a country needs to stand on its own. I think the people of that country need to stand up on their own, and I think that's what we're realizing here, and we have realized a couple times. I just think that what happened here is we pulled the crutch out of their hand, and it was a disaster.
Yeah.
Well, and I think we should be that crutch until they can walk on their own and they decide they don't need us anymore.
Well, they have to want to walk on their own, and
And that's why I
that's
think
what I'm
it's going
saying.
to take a lot longer than 20 years.
Yeah,
I'm talking 40, 50 years,
yes,
maybe longer.
at least, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, you, you've got to get to a point where they want to stand on their own, or they're not going to. You know, we can't continue to do this world police thing, this monetary expenditure thing for people that don't want it.
Well, yeah, but by us, leaving like we did, and we all agreed that it was a shit show.
Yes.
But by us leaving, now we're talking the Taliban take over.
Well,
Women are back women are back basically as third class citizens.
yes.
We're talking there's a story in the New York Times of American university students in Afghanistan
that
who
are stranded.
want freedom that are now fearing for their lives because one, we didn't leave with them when we said we would take them, and two, because the Taliban knows that. Well, one, they know who they are because of the list.
Well, you also have to put into perspective that the Afghan military did not put up any opposition whatsoever, like none.
But we
They
knew
just
that was
let 'em.
going to happen.
Yes,
We knew
they
that
knew
was
it.
going to happen. And if you know that somebody is not going to be able to fight their own fights and is going to get hurt, you don't just say that's okay, you go in the cage by yourself anyway.
It's not that they're not going to fight their own fight. It's they're not willing to fight their own fight.
Well, they're not willing to fight their own fight if they don't have the backup.
That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
So
So by us doing
So-
that, not only it's not just the Afghan military, it is our military leaders, it's our president that caused all of this problems. We should have, that's why I say we should have kept a force there. It doesn't have to be a huge force. We can keep the 2,500 that have been there for the last year.
So it's been 3 presidents. It's been a long line of military leaders. They train them to fight alongside our forces. They didn't train them to stand on their own. That's
Right.
the problem. That's the major problem.
Right.
If
That is.
if they would have been willing to train them to stand on their own, which they didn't do, this wouldn't be an issue. This wouldn't be an unmitigated disaster like we're seeing play out. And
So-
it's not, and I want to say this, it's not just the decisions of Joe Biden. It's the decisions of George W. Bush. It's the decisions of Barack Obama. It's the decisions of Trump. It is the decisions of Biden. This has all led up to this. Like, this is what happened when you train a country's military to be reliant upon you. And then when you're not there, they don't know what to do. Like, this is what happens.
Right.
And
And-
it's shitty that this is
But-
20 years in the making.
But
This
so
is
much of this is
ridiculous.
still on Biden's head. I mean, he's the one, he was offered by the choice of to protect the city of Kabul
Hmm.
by our forces or
Mhm.
have the Taliban protect it.
I'm not going to argue with that.
And he chose the Taliban.
He chose to go along with the treaty that was in place.
Not when the Taliban is the one saying, do you want to protect this yourself or have us do it?
That was literally the treaty Donald Trump signed. That was the literal
That was
treaty.
literally told to Biden like 3 weeks ago.
It was.
It was in the Washington Post.
Okay. I'll give that to you.
So
And
he
I'm-
chose to have the Taliban protect. And by having the Taliban protect instead of our own forces, that means everybody in that city was in danger. That means that ISIS, rather than being stopped away from the airport, was able to get close enough to do damage and kill 180 some people, including 13
Okay.
military
I'm
members.
I'm not going to argue with you about it.
That's that
If
is
you're right,
on
you're right.
Biden's head.
Okay, then I'm not going to argue with that.
So I mean, yeah, everyone has their own part in it, but everything that has happened over the last month, that's on Biden. That's on Biden. That's on Biden not listening to his generals. That's on the generals not having the balls to stand up to him and say, no, we're not going along with this.
You know what? I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not. This is a situation that honestly shouldn't be happening. It should not. But on the flip side, you gotta. You know what? I'm just gonna agree with you on this. It is, in my mind, an unmitigated disaster. Like, this is ridiculous.
I mean, speaking of the mitigated disaster, with the exit, we lost 13 soldiers, 13 Marines.
You
Oh.
lost hundreds of civilians.
Understandable, but the fact that Biden said if blood was drawn that he was going to do something about it, and those 13 men of those Marines, they were one. Someone sent me the link of the mother who got the Marines coming to her door at 4 a.m. Boy was 20 years old,
Mm-hmm.
just about to come home to see the birth of his first child. And all those kids, I mean, they knew what they signed up for, but for some of the bad calls that were made on that road to the airport and some of the intel that was supposedly given prior to the bombing was severely delayed, and it cost them all their lives, all the civilians, all the soldiers, all right there at the airport. That should have never happened. You know,
And
we
I'm
all
not,
make good points.
I'm not
none of
going to
it should have
disagree
happened.
with you. All right. So we're at 43 minutes. I know,
we
right?
need to talk about something.
Let's
a
go
little bit
lighter.
more
Let's go
fun.
lighter.
A little bit lighter.
I think that we're all pretty much in agreement about.
Afghan was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it was a clusterfuck.
And
we're,
we're going to probably continue
Sorry,
talking
Mom.
about this in upcoming episodes as more news and more stuff comes out.
and we
Yeah.
probably will, but I think we've got about 15 minutes, so we should probably
okay.
talk about something happier.
You know how, you know how
Well,
you
I
asked
don't
me
know if
about
it's
the
happier,
YouTube?
sadder. What?
You know how you asked me about the YouTube if we were live?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
live on YouTube.
We are live. We were live.
Okay.
Fucking, I was sitting there. I got an email that says you're live. And I was like, oh shit, we are live.
Right.
So I started grabbing links and started shaking them around.
Listen, Ryan, what I'm gonna need you to do is fill out a sympathy card to my mother. Yeah, I'm just gonna need you to do that.
I'll get her Hallmark card for her and say how apologetic my mouth is.
The only thing I could say is no glitter, because
Oh,
my
no,
mom's gonna
no,
want
I
it.
wouldn't-
My mom.
No,
Glitter
I'll
bomber,
send
that
you a
would be
glitter bomb. I
awful.
wouldn't send that to your mom.
No, because my mom's gonna want to show me the card, and then I'm gonna have glitter on my hands, and I hate that.
No, oh, then glitter's happening.
That stuff does not wash off either.
No, it does
No, it
not.
does
It gets
not.
everywhere.
Oh, it's awful. I had
It
someone
gets in
blow
my
it in my
eyeballs.
face. Yeah, I had someone blow it in my face once because I'm
Oh.
conservative. So of
Oh,
course.
I had to beat someone's
Oh,
butt.
I was so wanted to. I was holding back so much. And I kid you not, for like days after showering, days, I was
Mm-mm.
still picking it out of my beard.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Um,
Wait,
but
that's a beard?
it's a goatee.
Come on, man. Come on.
So
My-
actually, starting
Oh, yeah.
after this weekend, because we're recording this on the Monday before
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yep.
On Labor Day until the end of the hunting season, rifle season, I don't shave my face. So I grow out my beard.
You realize that the beards
I-
grow all year round, right?
I mean, Psycho Stick
Yeah.
makes a song that
But
says
I want
obey the
the
beard.
but I want the beard in November when I'm hunting.
You know, you could have done that in July.
No, I always start on Labor Day.
Ryan, help
just-
me out
I'm-
here.
I don't know. I'm with you, Andy. I'm confused.
Yeah,
I
help
don't,
me out
I
here.
don't like having a full beard all the time. I just want to have it during the hunting season.
Okay.
So,
right,
which
so-
actually starts
Wait,
early
no,
for me
hold
because
hold
my
up,
son
hold up,
can
hold
hunt
up,
now.
hold up. So let's explore this. Why does it only have to be during hunting season?
Because it keeps my face warm from the wind.
Uh-huh.
I only grew mine
So
after hockey.
when hunting season ends in I don't know what Michigan
December.
does because y'all are weird.
Yeah.
So when hunting season ends, I'm gonna guess it's in January.
December.
Okay.
So rifle
So,
season's
Do
only
you
15
shave
days
it
long.
when you're done?
So
Yeah.
listen, I've been to Michigan in February.
Cold?
It's still winter.
Yeah, but then I have to go the whole wrestling season with a beard, and that drives me nuts.
Uh-huh. Are you actually wrestling?
Yeah, I'm a coach. I wrestle. It's not like a
Okay.
basketball coach. Wrestling
Do you-
coaches actually wrestle with during practice.
I have to ask: Are you upset if your opponent like reaches up and grabs your beard and yanks you down to the mat? Is that the issue?
Oh no, that's a killing move. No. no.
Yeah, that is a
that-
I'm
that's-
choking you out.
That's a I'm gonna mess you up move.
Oh no,
No,
I know
but-
what it is. I'm just
No, what it
I'm
is
assuming that's what Jason's thinking of why he
No,
shaves
ju-
it for
because
wrestling season.
I don't like the feeling of sweat in my beard. So, because
Well, no, and I'm kind of okay. I'm kind of with you on this because when your beard rubs on the mat, then you get like some bullshit pimples underneath your beard, and then you got to shave, and then now you're shaving the pimples, and then it gets okay. I can understand. that.
so yeah, so before wrestling season, which wrestling season starts in November, but I'm okay for the first couple months, but I don't want to go through the whole season. First couple weeks actually, because it starts right around mid-November anyway.
Okay. So I think what we ought to do next episode, let's all three of us be completely clean shaven.
No.
I knew you were going to be the first one to say no. No.
Have you met my wife?
The other
Dude,
part too,
it-
I
it
shave
grows-
my head. And do you
it
know how
grows
hard
back.
it is to shave your head
No.
down and like get the beard straight? Like, you know how when you get your hair cut, how they like shave it up so you have like the straight hairline so you don't have
Mhm.
sideburns.
Yeah.
It's so hard when you're shaving to like get it just right down to the beard so you don't like shave down too far.
It's just as bad as my wife drinking Four Loco.
Ryan,
Oh my god.
I want you to go grab your wife.
Nope.
Yep, no, go grab her.
She's not gonna come over.
Yeah, she will. She will. Tell her Andy wants to talk to her. She'll come over.
You want to come over? Nope. She just walked away from me with the evilest look. Yeah, thank
Carrie,
you. she can't even hear you.
put me on speaker.
Text her, Andy. Say, come
Oh,
on.
I don't
come
have
on
her
the
number.
camera."
I only have Ryan's number. I don't have Carrie's number. Carrie.
She can't hear you. My earplugs are in.
Oh, I know. Put me on speaker.
No,
Switch
not,
it.
no. 'Cause
Listen.
if I do that, then all shit's gonna sound weird on the recording. So fuck
Oh,
you.
okay, that's fair. But
Not
y-
sorry, Andy's mom, because I was directed at your son.
but but I will start. I will start growing it out next week with the beard and everything, and who knows? Maybe I'll make a OnlyFans page, dedicated to my beard.
oh Lord, here we go.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, we still got 10 minutes. We got to talk about
yeah,
this.
We
We have
can
to.
squeeze in OnlyFans.
So Andy wasn't on the last one when me and Ryan were talking about OnlyFans
Oh God.
deleting or canceling
Ending
anyone's
their
account that
adult
had
nude, their adult content.
Yeah, they were gonna
adult content.
they were gonna get rid
Creators.
of nudity, and in my head, I was like, that is the dumbest move you could
That's exactly
ever
what
make.
we said.
That
Yes.
is, from
And yeah,
a
we'll agree with
business
you.
perspective, that is literally all of your income.
That's
So,
that is like basically
so
you just
originally,
tanked your income base.
yeah. So originally, in the original article, they were talking. All right, we're gonna end it because our investors that want to buy in
Mhm.
don't want that content on the platform.
Yes, because
So that's why
they're
they
not,
send out that
they're not
newsletter.
they're not publicly traded, so they have private investors.
Yeah, so
And
they
that's
were like,
understandable. And then the private investors went, hold up.
It took them 4 days from Wednesday to Saturday.
yeah, this was that
They
Saturday.
stuck to that.
I woke up. I had woken up and I saw that come across my newsfeed, and I was like, and I linked it, and then you go, we just said that like 3 days ago, and he's like, oh no, I knew exactly this was gonna happen, because it was like because all the creators panicked and started cashing out,
Yep.
and everyone was like, oh shit, we're gonna go broke in days. No, just kidding. We're not.
That's basically what they said too. Like, hey, you know that what we told you 4 days ago and sent you that very scary email that we're
Hey,
canceling
no more
your
lewd
account.
acts on your on. But I guess they adjusted their terms and conditions to some vague term to where, oh, if you violate these, we can take your account and your money. I'm like, oh, that's just that's hurtful.
So
Hey, guys, do you know
that's
what
when
an income
everyone there
stream
has
is?
to just cash it out as the income comes in.
Oh God. So no, it was actually quite funny because I was telling my wife about it. I was like, "Do you know what OnlyFans is?" And my wife went, "Yes." Like
So
she,
she's not like our wives that literally came to us and said, "Hey, do you think I'd be good for an OnlyFans
Oh my
account?"
god.
oh God,
And
wait,
I'm like,
wait, hold on, hold
no.
on, hold on. I'm gonna crack another beer and we might go over the hour. Hang on. Both of your wives came to you and said, "Would I be good for OnlyFans?"
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, let's start with you, and I want to see how I want to see how this conversation goes. No,
I'm
no.
afraid because my
you-
wife
you-
listens to these episodes.
Oh, you got to give me the real here. What? Yeah, no. Oh, don't worry, Ryan. We're coming to you too. Hold
So-
up.
So I mean, she basically came in into the bedroom one night and goes, "So, have you ever heard of OnlyFans?" And I'm like, "I'm a guy. Of course I've
Mhm.
heard of OnlyFans." And I'm thinking, I don't think I ever subscribed to anyone. So in my head, like I'm
You're
thinking,
like, oh God, I got to see my credit card bill.
that's what I was thinking. Like, shit, did I sign up for someone and not realize it or something? Because there's been links that I've seen pop up on like Twitter and stuff where I'm like, who is this? And click on it and go, oh, it's an OnlyFans site. And so anyway, she goes, well, I think for some extra income, what do you think about me joining OnlyFans? And I'm like, to do what? And she's like, I don't know. I could do like, isn't there guys with foot fetish? I could do something with feet,
Oh my
or is
God.
there, you know, so I'm like, she's like, I don't know if I can go fully nude. And I'm like, I don't think I want other guys seeing you fully nude. And I'm like, and I don't know if there's that many foot fetish people to make money off of that, but
You'd be surprised. You'd be real surprised.
um, so
She can get a manicure and or pedicure, pedicure,
yeah.
and yeah, no, she'd probably make money.
So, and then I first thought about that. Oh, and then my mind went back to I do subscribe to it's not OnlyFans, it's another site for Paige Van Zant, if you know who she is. She's this really hot MMA fighter, which because she can fight, that automatically knocks her up like an extra 3 points anyway. So
Un momento.
oh, he's looking her up. Both of you
I
guys, I
am.
can see you.
Oh no, I'm not looking her up. No.
Ooh.
So yeah, so because you know she's not like making
Oh
the
yeah,
big bucks.
I know who she is. Oh,
Yeah,
she's
because she's not
yeah.
making like the big bucks, fighting, she's still a small level. I always like to support fighters when I can. So
Sure.
rather than just giving a one time, I'm like, well, I'll just sign up and do the monthly. I'm not going to give her like she sells like, pictures and stuff like that. I'm like, I ain't doing that. I'll give you $5 a
Uh-huh.
month and if it helps. But anyway, so
So if your wife wanted to go on OnlyFans, you'd be okay with it?
if she wasn't my wife and she wanted to, I'd be okay with it. But the fact is
If I
want to
can
be.
look at you naked, I'm
it's
good
like I
with
don't
it.
want. It's like I don't want to share my toys. That came out wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, that
it did.
came out
It
so wrong.
absolutely
Oh,
did.
I'm so clipping that. I am so fucking clipping that. Oh, you have no idea what you just did,
Yeah,
Jason.
that absolutely came out wrong. But yeah, I get what you're coming from.
Oh no, I just can't wait till his wife actually listens to this part of the episode. He goes, "You don't want to share your toys."
Okay. Oh,
I just don't want to share. I don't want to share.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, if she's listening to this, you're in some trouble.
Thankfully, I edit this.
The live version doesn't get edited, champ.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. So good luck with that.
Preemptively, sorry, Andy's mom. Son of a fucking bitch.
So, good luck with that.
Okay, go on to Ryan.
Okay, yeah, no, right.
Sorry, I'm being distracted by a 4-year-old right now.
Okay. My wife
Lord.
has never wanted to go on OnlyFans,
No.
as far as I know.
Mine is getting upset and frustrated with her job.
So she wants to go on OnlyFans.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to be a nurse
Well, that's
anymore.
what mine was. Is
I-
she was afraid of losing her job for the vaccine mandates.
I really feel like we need to bring Carrie in to talk about this.
Jesus.
Did you just say you're fired?
I said you're fine. Go.
Okay. So you're fired.
He's
You're
pulling
fired.
a Trump. You're fired.
Well, no, it would be more of a Sopranos. You're fired.
Carrie, where's Carrie?
No,
I want her to talk about it.
no, it's just not. No, I just like I said. I looked at her and I said,
Look,
You
Jason.
doing it-
Jason is regretting all of this.
wouldn't because you wouldn't be as creative as they say people are. And then I just got luck, so I said I'm out, and I walked away.
What?
Uh,
Are we okay? Are we talking
She
about
wouldn't-
Carrie's OnlyFans page?
Yeah, I was like, you're just not. You just wouldn't. It wouldn't be tasteful. And then
How
that's where I
so?
left the
Wait,
conversation.
wait. Hold up. We got to back up. Let's start with the beginning of this conversation, which was
I forgot.
okay. and you just said she wouldn't be as creative.
Hey, I just
Correct.
realized, Andy, you're not being recorded.
Oh shit!
Oh, and I'm not recording on.
When
Well,
we're
let's see how
done.
this turns out. And
and we'll see if we can pull it.
yeah,
Ooh, wait. Was he recording at all?
no,
Not even from the get go?
no, because yours is showing like 99. I'm showing 99. His has got nothing.
Oh,
How is he in here not recording?
I don't know.
I wonder if
We'll
he
see when
does
it,
that.
we'll see when it comes out. I can always,
Yeah.
I can always take the full feed.
Yeah.
I
Hopefully, you should
don't.
be able to pull either from YouTube, if needed.
I don't have any options. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
No,
we
you're
got
fine.
this. We'll figure it out.
Okay. So Carrie wanted to go. Your wife wanted to go on OnlyFans.
She
To-
said, like,
to
I was
do
thinking.
what?
She was like, I was thinking about getting an OnlyFans.
Uh-huh. She just walked in the room.
No, my daughter just walked into the room.
Well, your daughter doesn't know what an OnlyFans is.
No, but my daughter wants to try to have a conversation with me while I'm trying to have a conversation with you, so it doesn't fucking work.
Sorry, Mom.
No, sorry, Andy's mom. If I get I'm gonna get a swear jar and just start throwing
Sorry,
change
Mom.
in it. I didn't say anything. God damn it.
Okay,
No,
we
so-
we do have to start wrapping this up. So
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
So OnlyFans is now taking their subscribers back in, so it's back to the way it was. No harm, no foul.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But that told us absolutely nothing.
That
Oh
was
no,
like-
I was just ending the story and moving on.
Oh, well, no, that's not how this works.
It's exactly how this works.
No,
Andy's
no,
like
it's,
the most awesome ombudsman right now. I love this.
that's not how this works at all. He's like, I'm on mute. Just no.
He's like, I'm not taking any more questions tonight.
And then there she goes.
No, there she went right there. Now she came in and starting to grill me about something else.
Oh, dang.
Sure, go. Good Lord, go away.
So-
I can't
so-
stop laughing right now.
Not you. God, I quit.
I think Andy should land us.
That's a great way to fucking end the night. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go just jump out the plane now.
She's like, oh my god, I hate you all.
Ryan's trying to beat the window out of the plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are making our final approach for landing. If you happen to be sitting in an exit row, I suggest you open the door very quickly, because you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you don't. I hope you enjoyed your stroopwafels and your Dr. Pepper. That'd be great. So we're gonna make our final approach, and we're gonna exit this podcast.
We can only count to 4. 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 Numbers, lots of numbers.
I'm so glad we ended on a high note. Gary fucking hates you.